Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash. The garage where badge hype gets tossed in the glove box, spec sheet worship gets left at the dealership, and what we're left with is raw, unfiltered, seat of the pants driving truth. If you're new here, buckle up. You're not watching another generic review, you're riding shotgun on an OBS test drive through power, precision, and personality. Exterior. Today, we're diving deep into a beast that's back from the brink. That's right, we're talking about the 2026 Dodge Durango Hellcat. For those of you thinking the Hellcat era was over, Dodge just flipped the middle finger to emissions softness and brought back the street-stomping, muscle-bound three-row SUV, once again powered by sheer audacity and a supercharged V8. Before we even turn the ignition, let's take a moment to appreciate how this thing looks. The front end, it's unapologetically aggressive. You've got that classic wide-mouth grille with a gloss black finish, flanked by slim, angry LED headlights that look like they're staring straight through your soul. The hood bulges massive. Yeah, it's not just for show, that's where the supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi gulps down air like it's prepping for war. Functional air vents channel heat out like exhaust from a jet engine. And the front splitter means buzziness up. It's not here to make friends. Swing around to the side and this thing doesn't hide its muscle. Sitting on massive 20-inch satin carbon wheels, wrapped in Pirelli rubber that might as well be made of superglue, the profile screams performance. The body is bulked up, yet sculpted, with subtle creases that catch light like flexing biceps. Red Brembo calipers peek through the wheels like a warning this SUV is fast, but it knows how to stop. Dodge has also thrown in exclusive badging and Hellcat logos that are just subtle enough to not be tacky, but trust me, people will know. Move to the rear and things stay just as intense. A gloss black spoiler hovers over LED taillights that stretch across the tailgate in one aggressive swipe. The quad exhaust tips are like cannons, and they deliver the kind of sound that'll have your neighbor's dog in therapy. The rear diffuser's not there for look-see, it's part of what makes this beast stick to the road at speed. There's no chrome fluff, no fake vents, just attitude, function, and brute force styling. Interior. But while the outside screams performance, the inside knows how to chill a broken bar when it wants to. Step inside the Durango Hellcat and you're hit with a mix of muscle car rawness and unexpected luxury. Dodge didn't skimp on the materials here. You've got Laguna leather seats that hug tighter than a roller coaster harness, embroidered Hellcat logos, real carbon fiber trim, and contrast stitching that matches the red seat belts. The cockpit is driver-focused, with a thick, flat-bottomed steering wheel that feels like it belongs in a race car, not a family hauler. Paddle shifters are solid aluminum, not cheap plastic. The 10.1-inch Uconnect touchscreen is responsive and finally looks modern. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, and the 19-speaker Harman Kardon sound system will blow your ears off if the engine doesn't. Rear seat passengers aren't forgotten either. There's ample room, dual-screen entertainment, and heated second-row captain's chairs that recline like a boss. And yes, you still get a third row because what's the point of 710 horsepower if you can't scare the whole family? Now, let's talk about what really matters. Power, performance, insanity. Performance. Under the hood lies Dodge's crown jewel, a 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8 that belts out a jaw-dropping 710 horsepower and 645 pounds-to-feet of torque. Let that sink in. This is a three-row SUV that runs the quarter-mile in just under 12 seconds and hits 60 miles per hour in about 3.5 seconds. That's supercar territory. And no, you're not hallucinating. The 8-speed torque flight automatic transmission is butter smooth when cruising and lightning quick when you drop the hammer. The all-wheel drive system keeps things grounded, giving you launch control that makes full-throttle takeoffs feel like being launched off an aircraft carrier. It's not just fast in a straight line either, thanks to adaptive suspension, stiffer springs, and performance-tuned everything. This SUV carves corners way better than anything its size should. Braking. Massive 6-piston Brembos up front and 4-piston in the rear bring this freight train to a dead stop with confidence. The steering, weighted perfectly, with real feedback that keeps you engaged rather than isolated. Put it in track mode and this thing turns into a wild, snorting animal. But switch it to auto or snow mode and it's calm, even comfortable. But here's the kicker, the 2026 model might just be the last ride for the Hellcat-powered Durango. Dodge hasn't confirmed it yet, but given the tightening emissions rules and the brand's pivot toward electrification, this could be the final chapter in the book of V8 lunacy. If that's the case, this thing's already a collector's item. And of course, all this insanity doesn't come cheap. The starting price for the 2026 Durango Hellcat, just north of $95,000, fully loaded. You're knocking on $105K's door. That's a lot, yes, but consider what you're getting. A family SUV that outrides sports cars, sounds like a thunderstorm, and still has enough room for 7 and all their stuff. There's nothing else like it. There are competitors out there, the BMW X5M, the Mercedes-AMG GLE 63, and even the Tesla Model X Plaid, but none of them feel as raw, as unapologetically loud and proud, as the Durango Hellcat. This is muscle car DNA in a modern utility shell, and Dodge knows exactly who it's building this for. You want luxury? It's here. You want practicality? Got it. But most importantly, if you want a full-blown, tire-shredding, road-ripping experience, you won't find it anywhere else for this price. So what's the final verdict? The 2026 Dodge Durango Hellcat is a glorious middle finger to the era of quiet EVs and neutered performance. It's a last hurrah for internal combustion madness, and it's delivered in a package that's fast, fun, and freakishly functional. It's not just a care-up, it's a statement, a scream into the void saying, we're not done yet. And that wraps up today's ride here on Car Flash. If you felt the engine rumble through the screen, drop a like. If you've got thoughts, gripes, or dreams of owning one of these monsters, hit the comments. And if you haven't already, subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss the next time we take another fire-breathing machine out for a spin. Until then, keep your hands on the wheel, your eyes on the road, and your passion in the red line. Car Flash is signing off.